Let's be honest, about 93% of guys go into the dating world completely blind. They rely on guesswork, outdated cliches, and bad advice to figure out what women actually want, and the result is always the same: confusion, missed connections, and silent rejection. But what about that other 7%? What do they get that everyone else misses? They understand the system, not through manipulation or mind games, but through pure psychological awareness. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain so you can join that 7%. We are diving into 11 psychological truths about women that most men never learn. These are the fundamental principles that shape attraction, connection, and genuine desire. This isn't about tricks, it's about speaking a language their minds and biology are already hardwired to respond to. 1. The power of scent. Let's start with a truth that completely defies logic. Women fall in love through scent. It's deeply primal. Studies show that women have nearly 50% more olfactory neurons dedicated to smell than men do. When a woman is drawn to your natural scent, her subconscious registers it as genetic compatibility, and her attraction spikes. That's why a clean, authentic, and subtle fragrance will always do more heavy lifting for you than the smoothest pickup line ever could. 2. The strength of firm boundaries. This ties directly into my second point. Women are incredibly attracted to men who set firm boundaries. Think of boundaries as your emotional framework. When you have clear boundaries, you aren't being cold or distant, you're communicating stability and self-respect. You aren't begging, and you aren't chasing. You're connecting from a place of wholeness, which creates a deep sense of security for her. She doesn't have to carry the weight of your emotions, and that freedom is exactly what allows attraction to thrive. It's not about playing hard to get, it's about being difficult to rattle. 3. Hidden attraction and safety. Third, you need to understand that women often feel attraction long before they ever show it. A lot of women won't even consider romantic interest until they notice your interest first. Because outright rejection carries social and safety risks for them, they usually communicate through subtle signals rather than direct declarations. Your job isn't to pressure her or demand immediate clarity. Your job is simply to observe, stay cool, and respond with confidence. 4. The principle of pre-selection. The fourth truth explains something you've probably noticed but never quite understood: pre-selection. Subconsciously, women are wired to find a man more attractive if he is already desired by other women. It's a biological shortcut to verify your value. Now, this doesn't mean you should fake anything. It just means you need to build a genuinely rich social life. When you're a guy who values people and is valued by them, including other women, attraction happens naturally. 5. Playful teasing as a test. So how does she test your stability? That brings us to fact number 5, playful teasing. When a woman gently teases you, she isn't trying to be mean. She's testing your confidence. She wants to see if you'll crumble, get defensive, or lose your cool. The smartest thing you can do is play along with a calm smile and a light-hearted comment. When you show her that your inner stability isn't fragile, what started as a test instantly turns into a moment of genuine connection. 6. Decoding nonverbal language. Fact number 6 is that her primary language is almost entirely nonverbal. Words are just the surface layer. You need to start paying attention to the physical cues. Is her body oriented toward you? Does she hold eye contact just a second longer than normal? Is there a casual, seemingly accidental brush of the arm? That is her conscious mind letting her subconscious desire peek through. Once you learn to read these signs, you can stop guessing and start moving with real purpose. 7. Intentional compliments. The 7th truth is a master key to intimacy. You need to compliment her intentionally, not lazily. Skip the generic cliches and notice the details. Compliment her choice of earrings, or the unique way she expresses an intelligent idea. Even when you compliment something more intimate, it shouldn't just be about sex. It should show her that you are deeply observant. When you do this, you're telling her, I actually see the thought behind who you are, and that is incredibly powerful. 8. Emotional security is the gateway. That leads us right into the 8th truth, which is the foundation of everything. Emotional connection is the ultimate gateway. For most women, physical attraction grows as a consequence of emotional security and intellectual alignment. You don't build this by putting on an act, you build it through genuine curiosity. Ask her about the meaning behind her stories. Listen to understand her, not just to wait for your turn to speak. This is how you stop being just an option and become the destination. 9. The trusted board of advisors. 9th, never underestimate her friends because they are her trusted board of advisors. Their opinions aren't just background noise, they are a major data source for her. Building a respectful, genuine relationship with her friends doesn't mean trying to perform or impress them. It just means demonstrating social intelligence and emotional awareness. Show them that you understand she exists within a supportive network, not in isolation. 10. Spotting transactional dates. Our 10th truth acts as a vital, practical filter for your life. Beware of transactional dates. There is a percentage of women who look at dating purely as a transaction, a free dinner, a status symbol, or a way to get validation without any real intent to connect. A high-value man recognizes this early. If the conversation feels like a job interview where you're just trying to qualify, or if she's entirely focused on what you can provide rather than who you are, it's time to walk away. Protect your time and your energy for women who actually want to invest in you. 11. Consistency over time. Finally, the 11th truth binds everything together. Women are hyper-aware of consistency over time. Anyone can fake confidence, kindness, or stability for a few weeks. But a woman's intuition is highly tuned to spot contradictions. She will subconsciously measure your actions against your words over time to see if you are truly the man you claim to be. When your character remains consistent under pressure, you prove that you are authentic, safe, and dependable. And in a world full of guys wearing masks, that consistency is the ultimate aphorism of attraction.